I attempted the hardest challenge in Elden Ring. So, how did it go? So, since we're going for a melee sorcerer, we chose the astrologer class. We customized our character to the red man and started the game. Since we only started out with glintstone pebble and glintstone arc, I had to jump attack the tutorial boss for 10 minutes straight just to finish the tutorial. After that, we made our way to Melina to pick up Torrent.
Yo, what's up, Torrent?
After picking up Torrent, we went and got our first scroll, which gives us our first sorcery, Carrion Slicer. But we're not quite done yet. We had to go to the Church of Vows to see the Dog Pope and buy Carrion Slicer from him. After that, we went around Limgrave and collected Smithing Stone 1 just to upgrade our staff to +3. We went to Margaret to test our damage output and absolutely destroyed him on the first try without any worries. After him, we went to Liurnia and killed the Crystallian to get the Bell Bearing to get our weapon to +8. We returned to Stormville Castle and sped run all the way through the main parts of the castle until we got to the Grace right outside of Godric's boss door. We went and fought Godric without any problem at all, and that's the first demigod down. Next, we went to Altus to get the next Smithing Stone Bell Bearing to upgrade our weapon to +12. We went to the Academy to fight the Red Wolf from Radagon and killed him with our +12 weapon quite easily. From this point onward, I knew the game was going to get much, much harder. We went all the way to the Academy to get Azira's staff, and then we tried to fight Renala. But with her magic resistance so high, we did no damage at all. So we went to Northern Liurnia and killed the Erdtree Avatar for the magic shouting crack tier. We also went over to Altus to get the Ritual Sword Talisman. We went over to the Carrion Manor and killed Royal Knight Loretta to start Ronnie's questline. Ronnie pretty much told us to go to Nokron, which we'll be doing for much, much later. Before we left the manor, we wanted to pick up Carrion Piercer to be our second melee sorcery. After many, many deaths, we actually was able to beat the Draconic Tree Sentinel. However, after we beat him, we were met with a door that we can't even go through yet until we beat another Remembrance boss. So we went down into Caelid and picked up the Rock Sling spell along with the Meteorite Staff to help us with Renala. I also would like to say I know these aren't technically melee sorceries, but since I don't want to spend a year fighting Renala, I'm picking these up. So we went and fought Renala, and the damage was really good. And before long, she perished and sent us into Phase 2. And the damage in Phase 2 wasn't much different, but she kept spamming the same spell every single time, but eventually we ended up beating her. We ended up making our way to laying down, and it was just a hop, skip, and a jump to the next Grace. The next boss we fought was Godfrey, and just like butter, Carrion Slicer sliced him up. Before we fought Margit, I wanted to get his shackle, so we went and killed Patches and bought it from the Twin Husks. We started fighting Margit, of course using the shackle first, and started slicing him away, and his health was going down super fast. But before we beat him, I wanted to ask you guys if you could please leave a like and subscribe, as this channel doesn't have very many subscribers and I would like to grow it a lot more. Hope you guys enjoy the content, and let's get back to killing Margit. And with Margit's final slash, we hit him a couple more times and he goes down without any problems. Melina gives us the Royal Medallion and tells us to get to the mountaintops of the Giants. Once we finally make it, we find ourselves at the foot of the Forge Grace. And that means it's time for the big man himself, the Fire Giant. Like usual, it took more attempts than I wish to admit, but after a couple more slices, we killed him. So we went up to the forge and asked Melina to help us commit the cardinal sin, burning the impenetrable thorns. So we got teleported to Fair Mazzola and started fighting the Godskin duo. We spawned in Bernal to give us a 2v2, and without any problems, they went down easy. We went behind the dragon and picked up the Somber Ancient Dragon Stone to get a +10 weapon and fought Radon. With no problem at all, he went down in literally a couple of seconds thanks to our posse. We jumped down the hole and defeated the Mimic just to get to Nokron. We picked up the Fingerslayer blade and returned it to Ronnie. She said that she was set off on her mission and that we would see her soon. We talked to the mini Ronnie doll at the Grace, and she tells us to go and kill the Baleful Shadow right next to the Lake of Rot. With Carrion Piercer, he didn't even get a chance to attack us and he went down in 5 hits. Ronnie congratulates us and tells us she's going to go and kill the Two Fingers now. We chase after her, but Estelle the Natural Born is in the way. With a couple swings of the Carrion Greatsword, he falls like everyone else. We take a pit stop at the Academy and pick up the wedding ring. We find Ronnie sitting at the bottom of 2 dead fingers and force her to marry us. She disappeared and took the kids, and that's her quest for now. We bring out the rocks again to help us kill Adula, and we get our final melee sorcery, Adula's Moonblade. We go and fight Malekith and beat his second phase on the first try after dying a couple times to his first phase. I wanted you guys to see this fight, so I'm just going to let it play.
Wow, that was actually easy. That was the first time we got him into second phase.
After that, we were sent to Leondale with only 3 bosses left. We went and fought Gideon and used Carrion Piercer until he was no longer the all-knowing. But before we fought Godfrey, we got our last talisman. And now, it's time to fight Godfrey and Horlu.
Alright, only one boss left.
And with only one boss left, let's see how it all played out. That is Elden Ring as a melee sorcerer. Let's go, boys. And that is Elden Ring as a melee sorcerer. I really hope you guys liked this video. I worked very hard on it for multiple days. It took so many days to record because I just got stuck midway through. And if you guys liked it, please leave a subscribe, a like, and a comment. And I'll see you guys later, and we're going to let the video run out.
You solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars, 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness.
That blocks our whole face.
Well then, shall we?
Oh, boys.
My fair consort eternal.
Is Elden Ring as a melee sorcerer. If you liked the video, leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.